2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. First chance here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against New York. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
And interconference matchup, they faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said, these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
So the New York starting five. We've got Gordon, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kenneth Faried. And there's Hill, and it's McDermott in at the small forward position. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. New York on D. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point, but Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Gordon kicks to Faried. Outside Hill. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cousins. And he drops it in from the low post.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The pass to Towns. Back to Holiday. They set the pick. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Hayward's got 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And it's Gordon missing.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Pass to Towns. Hayward outside. Holiday, no one around him. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Knicks trailed by 6. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
They set the screen. McDermott can't get it to go.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
To the left side wing. Here's Clarkson. And again, it's Minnesota.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Well, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
Shot to stop the run. They grab their own miss. Cousins. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
You know, when you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
And he gets it to go.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Hill dishes to Cousins. From down in the low post, it goes. Cousins has got 7 points in the game. They're talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
Now here's Cousins. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
This is to Hayward. They set the pick. And stolen by Cousins. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here is Holiday. Out to the wing. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Anderson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Knicks trail by 3. Lots of room. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's the screen. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Hill. Three-pointer. Hayward. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Hill. Cousins with a screen for Hill. On the wing, Gordon. And Cousins kicks to Anderson. It's stolen by Mahinmi. It's stolen by Hill. The drive by Gordon. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Timeout called. First of the game for Minnesota.
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury. Came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And then for New York. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Gordon. And Nash is subbed in for Hill. Now here's Nash. A nice shot by Gallinari. And getting back to George Hill, what a second half of the season he had. He tore up several key categories, Clark.
Yeah, he was bogged down by injuries early in the season. Came back to average career highs in points, rebounds, and assists. Partly because he was finally treated and looked to as a go-to guy, and he thrived in that role.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Nash outside. Here's Cousins. He's got 7. Misses the wing J.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Chalmers kicks to Levine. There's a good screen. Pass to Snell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That one is no good.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Gallinari with the screen for Nash. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
To the left side wing. Pass to Levine. He feeds it to Lewis. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Nash, the pass to Gallinari. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here's Nash. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Cousins. Collins with the block.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back. I understand that. But you should send at least one guy after those.
Here's Chalmers. Following the score by New York. Levine. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Spring music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now, here is Gallinari. Clock at 6. Anderson a screen on Chalmers. And it's Nash missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. To the wing on the left. Nash against Chalmers. Levine kicks to Chalmers. And lobs up the alley-oop pass. And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
And now the second quarter. They're just getting set to start. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Gallinari is out there with Anderson. Then it's Mayo. Then there's Kufis. And it's Nash in at the guard position. They set the pick. Off the screen. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Gallinari.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have that last year. They got pummeled by the entire conference.
And Hollins with the stop. Knicks trailed by 8. Now here's Nash. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Anderson. It's deflected. They get it back. Here's Levine. Guarded by Mayo. Snell. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here's Gallinari. Banked in off the glass. Gallinari's got his third bucket of the night.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
There's a screen. There's the feed to Lure. Gallinari with the rebound. Knicks trail by 8. Outside Mayo. With his first shot attempt. Can't hit. And Minnesota will come the other way. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Chalmers dishes to Snell. Feeds to Levine. And the shot falls short this time.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Anderson. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Nash has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Holiday. Hayward outside. Shoots the 3. Good. Hayward's got 11 points. Knicks trailed by 9. Nash the pass to Mayo. Kicks it to Anderson. Shoots from the high post. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now here's Towns. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Here's Mahimi. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So New York ends up going with the new group.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
Count that 1, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Cousins. Holiday attacking. Hayward outside. He kicks to Towns. With the clock winding down. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. but instead he'll shoot free throws.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing slam dunk with that foul, and I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area. And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play, already good at shooting from outside, and can play either post spot, too.
Cousins, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Holiday against Hill. The dish to Hayward. Back to Holiday. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Four on the shot clock. From 18 feet away.
You know, and he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter.
Offensive rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Hayward outside. Here's Towns. Knocked away. Knicks trailed by 11. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on as the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage teams were being pulled.
New York calls timeout. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were around, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
And here is Hill. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Inside. Here's Cousins. And it's denied. Here's Hayward. And it's sent back by Hill. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Hayward kicks to Holiday. Over Hill. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Hayward. Holiday's got 5 points so far. Hill dishes to Gordon. There's the pass to Fareed. Hill passes to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Holiday kicks to Towns. And the rejection by Cousins. The drive by Hill. Towns with the steal. Hayward outside. A good look from Holiday. That one rolling around and rims out.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Cousins dishes to McDermott. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Passes to Hayward. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist here tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's Gordon missing. Timberwolves leading by 16. Outside Holiday. Clarkson kicks to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Hayward gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
New York calls timeout. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. So for the Knicks, Anderson, he's checked in for Reed, and it's Gallinari in for McDermott. 1:15 left in the first half of the game.
And, you know, even though the Wolves have been out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
Shot clock at 5. And Cousins throws it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne. And as you mentioned, the Wolves could be back in the playoffs in due time. They are headed in the right direction. Some mistakes have been made along the way, but you have to like their future now.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 5.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here is Anderson. Now Cousins. 14 points for him. Outside Gordon. Launches it. Gallinari passes to Cousins. And that one is hammered home.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played.
And so we conclude the first half. Timberwolves lead by 14. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Looking at the game for Hayward, he has 17 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
They've got Chalmers. John Lure's out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Ryan Hollins. And it's Levine at the shooting guard position. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Gallinari kicks to Cousins. Screen by Cousins. Gallinari wide open. Good on the triple.
For 3.
Gallinari's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Knicks.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul. I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Outside Hill. He dishes it to Cousins. The kick out to Hill. 6 to shoot.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Chalmers' shot is no good. Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Back to Chalmers. Here's Lure. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lure's got 5 points so far.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Right wing. And here's Gallinari outside. And Hollins pulls it down. Hollins has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Timberwolves leading by 15. Chalmers with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's the pick. Levine kicks to Holland. Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what?
Man.
That man can climb a ladder.
Here's Cousins looking to end the drought, and he lays it up and in. Cousins has got 18 points in the game.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Snell, no good. Knicks trailed by 15. Chalmers against Gordon from the top of the key, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. He has 6. And the Timberwolves call time. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Fareed's checked in for Anderson. Doug McDermott comes in for Gallinari. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Gordon. And Nash is subbed in for Hill.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Here's Nash. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Screen by Cousins. Clock at 6. Here's Mayo. Rebound, Minnesota. Mahimi's got 8 rebounds in this game. Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg, for them scoring the ball.
Yeah, we may have to give them a new nickname, Last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom 3 in shooting percentage, and that spells abysmal.
Mayo. Here's Nash. Dishes it to McDermott. No good with the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Fareed. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Fareed excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Talking about Fareed, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
That's good. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Nash dishes to McDermott. And it's Mayo, top of the key. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Minnesota leading by 17. Here's the screen. Holiday attacking. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Nash, the pass to McDermott. He feeds it to Kufis. The kick out to Mayo. Fires the three. Count that one. Mayo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Hayward can hit. Knicks trail by 16. Mayo kicks it over to Nash. No good with the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Outside Holiday. Pass to Towns. From 12 feet out. The shot misses. And New York the other way now. 1:36 left to play in the third. Nash outside. They set the pick. Mayo into the lane. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Mayo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Clarkson kicks to Holiday. Here's Towns. Looking to get back on track here. Nash up on top. Fareed setting the pick for Nash. Screen by Fareed. Nash dishes to Kufis. And that one's good. Kufis has got his first points of the night.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Holiday attacking for 3. Hayward. Now that is his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McDermott passes to Nash. It's Mayo on the way. Lets it fly from 18. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 5 assists tonight. Here is Hayward. 20 points for him. Towns sets the pick for Hayward. Out to the wing. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. But Timberwolves on top. They lead by 13. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And New York looking at who they've got. Kufis out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Nash. Then it's Mayo. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 6. From beyond the arc and then some. McDermott's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. Chalmers against Nash. And Chalmers kicks to Lou. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Nash kicks to Faried. There's the screen. Off the pick. And goes to Kufis. Picks up a foul. That's his first foul. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. And here is Chalmers. The feed to Snell. The offensive rebound. He shoots again. That's good.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Out left to the wing. McDermott dishes to Kufis. Let's go. That's good.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Timberwolves leading by 12. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Kufis. Gordon comes in for O.J. Mayo. And George Hills subbed in for Steve Nash.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
And Faried kicks to Hill. Feeds it to Cousins. Wide open look. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Lures got his 3rd rebound tonight. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Chalmers kicks to Snell. No good on the 3. Knicks trail by 15. Now the dish to Faried. Now the pass to McDermott. Cousins inside. Defended by Chalmers. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that 2-hand. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Holiday against Hill. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Here's Mahimi. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 15. On the wing, Hill, guarded by Holiday. The drive by Cousins, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Hayward outside. Launches it. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 23 points for Gordon Hayward. Holiday against Hill. Got a piece of it. At the top of the key, Cousins. Hits yet again. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Towns sets the pick for Holiday. Up top, Mahinmi. Back to Holiday. All sorts of time. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Outside Gordon. Screen by Cousins. And Hill has it in the corner. Shot off the pick. Here's Fareed. And he dunks it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Minnesota calls timeout.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Lure comes in for Towns. Zach LaVine's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Chalmers in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Knicks, Anderson comes in for Kenneth Fareed. And it's Gallinari in for Doug McDermott. In the corner, it's Hayward. It's deflected. Al Gordon. There's the pick. Gallinari in the corner. Here's Cousins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Cousins has got 10 points in just the second half. Chalmers against Hill. And Chalmers kicks to Levine. Here's Lure. Defended by Anderson. They get it back. Kicks it to Gallinari. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Minnesota calls timeout.
All right, target setter coming out.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Mahinmi's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Towns comes in for Lure. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Drew Holiday in for Mario Chalmers. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Towns, the best to Clarkson. That three off the mark. Knicks trailed by 11. Outside Gordon. Outside Hill. Screen by Cousins. Hill dishes to Cousins. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jams.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Outside Holiday. To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. Hill kicks to Cousins. Here's Anderson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Hayward is screen on Hill. Hayward goes in. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 25 points for Gordon Hayward. Outside Hill. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Double team on Holiday. Mahinmi kicks to Hayward. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this one.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Cousins, no good. Hill again. Holiday. He kicks it to Mahinmi. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.